We all love closets, right? We love to store things in them, they hide things away, but really nobody likes cleaning them. So today I am tackling the last closet in my house. We have been here since 2003, and it's the last one because it's a lot of my stuff that I just keep using and not taking the time to take care of. So it's time to pull out what I don't need. This orange paint has got to go. So that's what we're going to show you today, how to organize and get things tidy and straight. So I'm Larissa from Prodigal Pieces. Stick around, I'll show you how. All right, one thing that I like to do every year, this is my closet for my skirts and dresses essentially, not my tops, but I like to go through and I take an assessment. Have I worn it in the last year? Would I wear it again in the future? Now that doesn't count the clothes that I would need for, say, a funeral or something like a wedding where I don't use it very often, but you know, I take a peek. Does it still fit? Does it still match what I like? And then if I don't like it, I take it onto the thrift store or some other place that somebody else can use it. My closet is also our laundry basket place where people drop off their clothes, so I'm going to be reorganizing that a bit. It's also extra storage where I have my hangers. My husband's ties are here, so a lot of this stuff is going to stay, but I'm going to do a thorough assessment of what I want to keep so that I don't have the hassle of digging through to find what I do like. That's one tip that you need to try to instill in not only yourself and what you're doing, but in your family. That makes it nice, makes it easy, keeps it organized. Okay, you guys, I've emptied it out, and I just wanted to show you, see the hot mess in the background that I have to sort through. My plan is to paint and get this all ready to go, and then while the first coat's drying, to go through my clothes and get rid of what I want and the other things in the sort it out. But I just thought I would show you how bad, ugly this closet is. Just plywood walls, basically. We don't have drywall in this house. Long story, you can read about more on my blog. But anyway, we're going to do some cutting in. I'm going to actually, that top rod there stores my hangers normally, my extra hangers. I'm going to be taking that down so I can pull that shelf out and get my roller in here, my new Easy Twist paint stick. I'm going to show you how to use, how fast I can get this closet done. But no joke, I was even surprised that I found an old air freshener that was here from when we originally moved in. It was tucked in around the corner, I had no idea. So here we go. All right, we're ready to do our closet. I've taken down the clothing rods and such to get ready, wiped everything down and cleaned out, so we're ready to go. I'm gonna start cutting in. That is what means we take the brush to get in the areas where a roller wouldn't necessarily reach. Makes the job a lot easier and cleaner looking. What I'm gonna be using is my Zebra 2-inch wedge. You can see it's a nice thick brush with the angled tip. This is nice because it holds a lot of paint and I'll have to keep re-dipping over and over, and I can get in the corners nice and easy. So you load up your brush and get going. Hitting all the areas, like I said, that you necessarily wouldn't be able to reach with the roller that I'm going to show you in a minute how to use. All right, so I'm going to have at it, get this all cut in, and then I'll show you how to roll. All right, here we are. I spent about 20 minutes cutting in. You can see roughly I left spaces where I know the roller can fit. My closet is not a normal closet with all these 2x4s, so a lot of cutting in. Doesn't take as long when you have a standard drywall, but anyway, there you go, sneak peek. Now we're ready to get our roller on. All right, now we're ready to roll the walls. I have a new tool here called the HomeRite Paint Stick Easy Twist. For all of you who hate rolling walls with a pan and a nap and dripping all over and messing with cans and pouring, this is a lifesaver. I will be honest, I haven't used it in capacity that I could yet. I'm like, where were you when I was rolling on my walls before? But anyway, I'm going to show you how this closet will be done really quick. We just insert the paint and it comes out here through the roller nap, which we have to prime, get the air out of there, get it primed, and get the paint loaded in there, and then start rolling. It's got this guard here to keep the paint from flicking back on you onto your floor. Handy, but let me show you how we fill it up. I'm going to be using this white eggshell, and you insert this nozzle in there, sits right in your paint, and then you take the paint stick, put it on, and you unlock it right here, and then you're going to pull out to load the stick. I'm sorry, wrong handle. See it filling up in there? It's got a bit primed a little bit, so we got to do that. Let it get the air pulled out. I'm going to back it up again. See how it pushed it back into the can. So that's how you empty it. There we go. All right, I'm going to take it off the nozzle. And while you're working on the wall, you're going to be twisting to insert it. I don't know if you can see that. Twisting the handle to insert it into the roller now. Okay, so if you can see here, that whole tube that I filled basically was just priming. This is still just starting to come out, so you have to fill it up again, get it loaded with paint, and then you can start to roll. All right, it was primed and I'm starting to roll. I just had to roll it a bit to get it all going. I'm gonna adjust my shield down here. All right, so I've still got some left. I'm gonna keep going. Get this side down over here. As I was saying, your base coat is essential to getting it done right. You want to make sure, because when you see reflections of light later on, it will show up. All right, I'm going to flip to the bottom. This is why it's maybe a little more ideal for doing a big room, so that you can reach everything you need. All right, I'm gonna keep going and I will show you after I get the second coat done what it looks like. And I'm excited. In a day I'm gonna have my closet done. Yay! Well, I did one coat with one tube full and I still have half left. I'm gonna do the door here after I got the roller prime. Take a peek. It did one coat, so it's not the prettiest thing, but we're gonna get started here working on the door. You wanna essentially work in a closet from the back side out. You don't want to get paint all over you while you're in there working. I apologize if this is banging a little bit, but my door has to hit the, just that there, has to hit the frame so that I can resist myself painting. Anyway, I hope you can just see how easy this is. And you want to go back over your spots. Usually I get the coat on and then I will go back and feather it out. I was known on Paint Crew for my good coats. Big surprise, right? I'm gonna load it up some more and keep going, and then I'll show you what it looks like when we're done. The second coat is done. That went super fast. Like 10 minutes I had this done, rolled each time. Way faster than cutting in. We're ready to empty out this Easy Twist and put this back in, so it's just going to be the reverse. Then we're going to clean up everything else. I'll show you how to do that. But I'm excited because with the extension you get with this and how easy it was to fill and less mess, I'm looking forward to doing my living room out there. We've got a ceiling to do, the walls, and even our family room down on the other end, and our other bedrooms need done yet. So you can bet that this will be coming back out. But let me show you how we empty out. You just stick it back on the spigot, the siphon, and siphon it back in and push it back in just as you did when you sucked it up. Look at how easy that is. No pans to clean up, nothing. Pop it off. Then what you would want to do is attach this to a bucket of soapy water and do the reverse in and out a few times until it's totally clean. Then you would take the guard off, wash it. The nap is good for several more uses depending on how size of room you did, but I definitely can get more use out of this. I just wash it as well, it just takes time. But really, you can't beat it. This was super easy. So I'm going to let this cure, put my hardware back on, and then I'll show you what it looks like after I've sorted through my stash. Stay tuned. All right, the closet's done. I let it cure overnight and took my time going through. I know I have a lot left, but I'm one of those that when I bring one home, I try to take one out so I don't have too much in there. But you got to remember also, I live in a 4-season climate, so I've got my winter, my spring, summer. I've also got things like some vintage gowns that I found in here, my little Baton Girl costumes, stuff like that from when I was little. So this is my all in all. But I did get rid of the sleeping bags that were stuck in here. A lot of the clothes I handed down to my girls or gave to somebody else who can use it. Got rid of some things up top, but really it's brighter. I can see what I'm doing. The easy twist totally made it a blast to just get it done. And I'm happy to say this is the last closet in my house. So it didn't take much time. I encourage you to take some time, look through what you've got, give it a sprucing up, whether it's just a fresh coat of paint or maybe it's just decluttering. But invite you to come over to my blog, Prodigal Pieces, where we like to give DIY tips, furniture redos, vintage finds, all sorts of fun. Come on over and see us.